And then when you go in there, now you have all this doubt. I mean, this poor guy was 19 years old. I was 25. In the back of your mind, what are you thinking?
A lot of doubt. A lot of doubt. You think that you're tough enough. You hope that you're tough enough, but you have to rely on things that people taught you or people said to you that were in the county with you that been down before. And I relied on everything that my uncle told me, my Uncle Alfred and my Uncle Mac, everything they told me I did. And it was like, it went like clockwork. It went just like they said. It's like, yo, when you get in there, don't go straight to your cell. Go in your cell, put your stuff down, come back out, close the door to your cell, and stay in the day room. Because if you don't do that, people gonna think you're not tough. They're gonna think they can take advantage of you. So had this whole mentality of, yo, I do whatever to defend myself. You know, and he said you gotta get away from what you think is civilized in the world. Because that's what we call it, the world. You know, once you inside, everything else is the world. This is your new place, is being inside this cell, being inside this block, inside this prison. And whatever you think is savage, it's probably the norm here. You know, like, I remember getting in a fight and I couldn't leave it like that. I knocked the dude out and then I filled the mop bucket up and I went up a flight of steps and I dropped the mop bucket down on him. You know, like a savage animal. And my shirt is off and I'm telling the officers, y'all come in here, I'm about that too. And I really wasn't about that, them officers, because when they came in different. It's like 8 of them and they beat you up real bad. But it's like the mentality was for everybody else, to let it be known, if you cross me, this is why I'm going with it. You know, so it's hard to even look at a fight as a fight in there. I'm trying to get you as close to death as I can get you, you know, without killing you to catch a free world case, you know. But if I could get you close to death for you to think about it and your friends to think about it and your comrades and whoever else with you, because there's some other people that are trying to, oh, he from my neighborhood, so I want to defend him. But you don't even know this guy. You don't know what he did or whatever. But I got to stop that too. You know, it's not just about this person in front of you. Like, I remember this guy, man, he allowed this dude to do something to him. And I said, hey, man, that's going to be bad if you don't respond to that. And dude's like, nah, I think it'll be okay. Then the next time I see him, he's sitting next to the pisser in the day room. Sitting right next to the pisser in the day room. And people coming, peeing while he's sitting there. He has no respect. He's reduced to nothing. Because you allowed somebody to get away with something in there. And I can't let you get away with an inch. Not an inch. Not even nothing. Like, it's like you're a savage because you have to maintain, hey, man, if you cross me, it's something bad gonna happen to you. And I'm talking about now. Like ASAP. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna happen right now.
How long did it take you to get into that mentality?
Probably 2 weeks. 2 weeks, because I was sentenced and I was getting ready to go to the prison. I was in the county in this spot called 10B3, and everybody, 10B3 was like a place that you heard about in the streets. You in the streets, you hustling, people be like, yeah, I was on the 10th floor, you know, I was in 10B3, 10A2. These are all corner tanks. So it's like you come in the corner tank, it's like this room having another part around the corner that the officers can't see that you're in. So you in more danger in a corner tank. So I remember being in process and I'm thinking, okay, they already said I'm going to the 10th floor, and I'm just sitting there like, just don't let it be a corner tank. Just don't let it be a corner tank. And the man gets right to me and says, 10B3. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. So I get to 10B3 and I'm sitting in the little festival area, and I'm holding a sandwich. They give you a sandwich with like a dot of peanut butter in the middle because you're coming from processing. And I'm sitting there and some dudes come up to the bars and like, yeah, that's him right there. And I'm like, yo, what part of the game is it? He was like, yo, that's him. That's the one who slapped my sister. I'm like, I don't even know his sister. I've never even slapped a woman. And then I went back to what my Uncle Alfred said. People gonna try to get pumped up to see where you at. You respond to that with savage force. And I was like, then my mind clicked in. Yeah, I'm the one that slapped your sister. And when I get in there, I'm gonna try to murder you. hopefully you already sentenced. And dudes is like, yo, what's wrong with this dude? Like, yo, man, I'm too small to allow somebody to think they can do something to me. You know, that's my whole thing. I'm way too small for a person to think that you got any type of inch with me. And it was just getting into this, and it's like coming from war when you get back in the streets. Now I have to try to go down, take it down a notch.
Right, I remember that. Yeah.
Take it down like several notches, because I know for 6 years I'm capable of murdering anybody. Even though I was a non-violent offender when I came in here, I came in here for drugs. But I'm able to murder anybody in cold blood and just sit there. And just sit there and like, yo, whatever. Because you did something to me. Now, when you get on the streets, you have to slowly try to get adapted to disrespect. And I wasn't accustomed to that. And there you don't get, if somebody disrespects you, it's intentional. You know, it's intentional to try to see where you are. And I went through that process maybe a couple of times because I went to different prisons. You know, I was on Bill Clemens, I was on Darrington Unit, and I remember that when they sent me to Torres, I was 21. I was considered an older guy. I was considered a vet. So they was like, well, we need some vets to kind of calm down these youngsters and give them the way. So they sent me and some other vets there. And I remember this dude came up to the processing fence. He was like, yo, little man, when you come out here, we going to have some words. And I just looked at him. Never said a word to him. Just looked at him. Because I knew when I got on the other side of this fence, I was going to seek him out. No matter where they put me on this prison, I was going to seek him out and have a conversation with him. Like, yo. And I did. And I told him, hey, if you ever speak out of turn to me again, you won't make it home to see your people. And I said, this is the end of our conversation. And I left. And we never had words again. And I'm like, yo, because I'm telling you, I'll paralyze you. And it was an easy thing for me. I'll take off both pair of my socks, put a canned good in my socks, and I'll just hit you in the head. Hit you right.
Going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.